Hello, my name is Noah Elkrief, and today I come to you with an invitation to be soft and gentle with yourself. What do I mean by that, to be soft and gentle with yourself? Well, the opposite of soft and gentle for me is hard and cold. So many of us live from a place of hardness and coldness, even though it's really not enjoyable. We unconsciously choose to live like this, generally because this was what seemed to be most safe as a child, or most acceptable. So specifically for men, we often weren't allowed to be soft and gentle. Our fathers gave us this model of cold and hard and tough, and a man is supposed to be strong. That's what they were taught. That was what was real for them. Maybe their father taught them that. Maybe through being around men in different scenarios at work, in war, or just with their friends. If they were gentle, if they cried, if they were kind, if they were soft, they were ridiculed, outcasted, beat up, or whatever the case may be, not given the promotions. So we learn consciously and unconsciously, we adapt to survive, we strategize, and at different times in history, in different environments even today, it is safer to be strong and hard. You are more likely to get rewarded, you're more likely to be safe, whatever, to be strong and hard. But in many environments nowadays, it's safe to be soft and gentle. So the programs that your father put into you, he was just trying to help you, probably unconsciously or whatever. He loved you and wanted you to be safe. So you need to be strong, you need to be a man. You're not supposed to cry, you're not supposed to give in, tough, fight, like this. And now it's time to let go of that program if it no longer serves you in your life. If you feel that program serves you in your life and you want to keep it, by all means keep it. It is a great, great luxury that many of us men have now. Many people, but I guess I'm talking to men. Many men have to be able to prioritize happiness, comfort, love, pleasure, and joy over just survival. Like survival is a given. And we can be our authentic selves without hurting our probabilities of survival at all. And if you are in an environment where you need to stay strong and tough and closed in order to ensure your survival, I have endless compassion for you, and I'm sorry that that's the environment that you're in. Whether you're a child and you still need your father's love and protection, or you're in a society that still requires you to be like that, otherwise who knows what happens to you. But for all the people who do have that possibility, and maybe even some of you in societies where this is generally unacceptable, there's a potential to open maybe even 2% to more softness and gentleness within yourself, or maybe 50% when you're in private and 0% in public. But right now, in the comfort of your own room and a private space, we want to take some steps towards feeling more soft and gentle within ourselves. But why would we want to do that? I guess I need to say that. Why would we want to feel soft and gentle? Well, close your eyes and imagine yourself feeling hard, tough. Does it feel relaxing? Does it feel natural? Or is there force being applied to put on that facade of toughness and strength? If it feels natural, it's all good. But maybe some of the hardness and strength and toughness that you experience or live with is not natural, but rather forced, adapted, strategized. And you have to energetically work towards it. And when we're working, efforting, unconsciously, our body is working, efforting to be tough or hard or strong, we are not capable to receive love, to receive gentleness, to receive pleasure, to receive joy, to receive gratitude, to receive any of the beautiful qualities of being a human being. The hardness is a protection. It's like a wall, a layer, an armor, a shield that blocks you from actually opening to receive. And that's not a nice way to live life. If we need it, then we need it. Totally accept that. But do you need it anymore? Is it serving you? Do you want it? So now let's go through an exercise. I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to imagine the child you, let's say 6 years old. Look at him from the third person perspective. Really imagine, what does he look like? What is he wearing? What room is he in? And tell him, I support you to be gentle and soft. And we're going to go really extreme here, kind of. Like, imagine that he's in a room with bunnies, soft, cuddly bunnies and puppies and cats that are furry. And I want you to tell him, and let's say like pillows, like soft, cozy, comfy, big pillows. And I want you to tell him, enjoy yourself, be gentle, be soft. It's natural to want to play with the puppies. It's natural for man or woman to love to pet the cat and to rest on the pillow and rub your face on it. It's not bad. It's not womanly. It's not against being a man. Support the child to do that. And if there's any resistance to allowing that, allow him to speak it. Support the child to speak it. I can't do it. I'm bad if I do it. I'm gay if I do it. I'm a woman if I do it. Like, allow him to speak it. I won't be loved by my father if I do it, if I soften, if I get gentle. And as the child speaks it, imagine that energy of it, the belief of it flowing out of him. It is natural for every child to love coziness and gentleness and softness and comfort. So if there's any story or belief that goes against enjoyment in these ways, it can't be from you. It must be a program that was put onto you from your parents or from your environment. So just enjoy that. Imagine the child enjoying that. And give yourself permission. I'm also allowed to enjoy it as a man. At my current age, I'm allowed to enjoy pleasure and soft touch. Right? So imagine now giving yourself that soft touch. Like this. Like, maybe your hand. To feel the pleasure and the softness and the gentleness of it. And see if you can do it. And if you can't feel the pleasure, maybe pause the video and take a chance, take some time, or take the chance, I know something's going wrong with my words, to really try to feel the pleasure, the beauty of it. And if you can't, like most people, it's okay. But check in with yourself, close your eyes, and ask yourself, when did this change? Like, if I could feel it when I was 6, or if we just undid some stuff that makes it easier to feel it when you're 6, but you can't now, at what point did things change? Like maybe when you get to high school, you had to adapt and become harder and stronger and strategic in order to fit in with the guys around you, the sports, the parties. I became quite hard and all of that as well. Like the soft, gentle man you see in front of you was not who I was, a few years ago. It took a lot of work to soften. Actually, before we go into that for a moment, it's important, if you imagine, let's see, what's an example? If you're with a woman and she tells you about her ex-partner, she says something to you like she doesn't trust you, or she says something unkind to you, if you respond with anger, toughness, strength, harshness, that on the surface seems like the strong, tough, manly response. But actually, if you respond with toughness and harshness, it means a part of you feels under threat. A part of you feels unsafe. Otherwise, you wouldn't respond with fight response. Fight or flight happen when you feel unsafe. So if you're responding to a woman or anyone with fight response, harshness, strength, toughness, it means you don't feel safe within your body. You understand that? Now, in order to feel gentle, like we've been taught, like I'm presenting myself very flowy and a little bit feminine, gentle, right? We've been taught that this is only feminine, only for women, only for gay people, or things like this, and that this is not strong. This is not strong, okay? But what we just saw is actually the person who responds with harshness and toughness is actually the one that feels unsafe. So the journey to get to like openness and softness and pleasure, to actually enjoy comfort and receiving, is actually first going from that manly, tough, harsh, loud, yelling, strong, I'll fight mode, which is the most unsafe. Like the people who are the most tough and whatever are the ones that feel so scared that they have to be violent, tough, harsh, hard, cold. You understand? Or distant. So first we need to come within, find like that vulnerability to like really acknowledge, I feel unsafe, I feel scared, I feel hurt, I feel abandoned, right? When our partner or someone in our life is saying something that triggers us. Instead of just getting hard from fight, we turn it into vulnerability. I feel scared, I feel unsafe, I feel vulnerable, I feel hurt. And then once we heal that and undo that, then the next stage is we feel solid. So whatever's happening in our life, whether someone's not nice to us or might leave us, or questions our intelligence, or questions our work or our work performance, we just feel like this column, this really strong pillar that nothing moves us. And once we're this strong column and pillar, then all of a sudden the freedom comes to express yourself and feel everything. Like the beauty of everything, to feel the gratitude. You can't let in gratitude when you're harsh and hard and distant. You can't let in love. You can't let in appreciation. You can't let in beautiful soft touch. 3 years ago when I was first with my partner and she touched me in a non-sexual way softly, I was like, don't do that. Not acceptable. And I was like, it's not manly. I can't allow that in. And it took time to allow in the softness and the gentleness and the pleasure of touch that wasn't overtly sexual. Yeah. So now let's check in with ourselves. So now we understand that toughness and harshness and hardness and apparent strength is actually unsafety masked as strength. It's not real strength. So let's see when things change. So close your eyes and ask yourself, when did I go from soft to hard? When did it become completely unacceptable? When did things change? Maybe when you were hurt, when you were first cheated on or broken up with. Maybe when you found a crew of friends that were so cool, or rebels, or in sports, and they were just like, you had to fit in, and guys aren't talking about their emotions, aren't being like, soft and playful, right? So ask yourself when that happened, and envision a moment during that phase of your life, when you're 15, when you're 18, when you're 12, whatever. And look at that boy in front of you. And now it's time for you, as the man, to be the pillar of strength. Like, I'm here, I'm strong. Like, look at me if you want to. I am strong and I am solid and I am here. Now, we need to be the pillar of safety for that inner child of ourselves. So that child, that teenager, was looking to his peer group, to his friends, to something around him for safety. He felt he has to be a certain way to get their approval in order to be safe. But right now, we want to be his pillar of safety, that he can lean on us, that we're there as protection. We're there as his safety, so he can be fully himself and trust that we are there as his safety support no matter what, no matter how he is, no matter what he feels. You get that? So imagine this boy, this teenager, adapting, like he's with a group of friends, or he's just got broken up with, or just found out that people don't like him, and he gets hard, tough, closed off, distant. And I want you to tell him, from this like solid man now, from the solid current you, I see you. I know it feels like the right option to close off, to get harsh, to get cold, to get hard. And maybe it was at the time. I understand that. But right now, in this moment, I am here with you. And you are safe with me. I welcome all of your feelings. I welcome all of your experiences. I welcome your vulnerability. I welcome your tears. I welcome your breakdowns. I welcome your gentleness. I welcome your pleasure. And hold that boy. Give him that solid, strong hug that he wished he received from his father. And tell him all of you is welcome here. You don't need to be a certain way to get my love. You don't need to show only certain parts of yourself to get my approval. I welcome your gentleness. I welcome your softness. I welcome your pleasure. I welcome your desire. And I welcome your strength, because you are unbelievably strong, stronger than you can possibly know. I welcome your power. You're allowed to be so unbelievably powerful with me. All of you is welcome. And give him that strong hug, that solid hug, like he knows he is held, that he is safe in your arms. And you can imagine you are the current older you looking at the younger you, and you can imagine it the other way, being the younger you from the first person perspective, looking at the older you and being held. And if you feel you're not capable to give that solid safety to the younger you, you can imagine someone else coming in and giving that. A tribal elder, a King Arthur type figure, Gandalf, whatever you want, Jesus, any sort of religious figure that you want, whatever feels like really solid, loving, caring, and that you can trust. We are not one-dimensional. We are strong and we are powerful, but we are also soft and gentle. We are serious and we are focused, but we can also be playful and flamboyant and light and experience pleasure and follow our desires. We can be passionate and we can be surrendered. Everything is allowed. We are not a particular quality. You are not one quality. You're allowed to be all potential qualities of being a human being. There are not some qualities that men are allowed to have and some that men are not allowed to have. This is an old, outdated concept. We need to let go of the programs, let go of the ideas and beliefs that make that make us hard, that block us from joy, that block us from enjoying our lives. And I know that many of us are in environments and have friends that are not like this and wouldn't accept this, wouldn't accept tears, wouldn't accept softness, wouldn't accept pleasure. And that's okay. You don't have to start within yourself. Do it with yourself. And more, as you do it and feel comfortable feeling soft and gentle in your own private, secure area, then more and more you can feel comfortable to show that with people, little by little. And you'd be surprised, perhaps, that your friends can open up to it, that it's nice for them to experience it. It gives them permission. Like much of the time, like if sometimes I'll see with a group of friends, like when I have a client or I talk with someone, and they feel insecure about something, sexually or about their appearance or about their performance, and they think they're the only one. But when they tell it to a friend, their friend says, "Oh my God, I have it too." And this is the way it works, that so many of us are hiding our actual experience, hiding our emotions. And so we think we're the only ones that have it because our friends and the people in our life haven't showed it to us, haven't told it to us. And when we take the stand, when we are like this leader, this innovator, and sharing our emotions, sharing our experience, sharing our beliefs, sharing other parts of ourselves, it gives the people around us permission, safety to share these vulnerable parts of themselves that they were scared to show. Alternatively, we end up finding new friends that are more emotionally open, more diverse in their potential experiences of life, not just hard, strong, sports, business, money, analyticalness, winning, right? Like those are all fine. There's no problem with that. They're just extremely limiting as the potential experiences of being a human being. So much of the time men are like, you can only be one way. Tough, strong, good at sports, and winning in the analytical world. It's just not nourishing. It's not. There's just always this sense of lack, wanting more, because you're not actually getting what you're looking for. We're looking for safety. We're looking for comfort. And the only place we can find that is within ourselves, to give ourselves the love and comfort. But we can't even receive that love and comfort as long as we're not open to this softness and gentleness that we feel we need to stay hard. So that's all I'm going to say in this video. It's kind of an introduction to it. There's much more I could say or do, but that's all it feels like coming out right now. I welcome all of you as a man. All of you. Yeah. So good luck with that. Let me know how it goes in the comments, and if you feel other men could benefit from it, share it with them. Bye.